I'm here. Even some students are here. The students that are here are from different parts of the body, of the world. We have Gilberto Oljaro coming from Peru, Nina Torp coming from Norway, and they have followed my recent course. Gilberto followed both the real course and the online course, and Nina followed just the online course. And just a moment to speak what we do, to tell what are the main elements of our techniques. We do magnetism, fascination, and presence. Magnetism, fascination, and presence are practically different ways of acceding to ourselves and to accede to change, to help our clients to change. Even these techniques can help you to have a better practice, to get more results, and to do more. What is magnetism? Magnetism is working with the body. Working with the body, creating specific physiological reactions. We can tell that magnetism is working on parasympathetic reactions, and is highly linked with the reaction of immunitary system. And magnetism is also something that is connected to a deeper connection to oneself. Second element we work is fascination. Fascination is the power of the gaze. For the moment a child is born, he will look at his mother, and the gaze is important. If I look at the screen now, it is important. If I don't look, my impact will be less. Why? Because the gaze is very important for our brain mechanisms. And with the gaze, we can create a specific state called fascination, where the person go in some sort of standby. And this is a very strange state that is very similar to animal hypnosis. And in this strange state, we can have what we could call the real hypnosis, a real new state happening in the person. And finally, presence. Presence is a working on yourself, working on more awareness of your body, working on feeling yourself. In some way, you go inside yourself to transform yourself. And presence, now I cannot go too much in depth with it because it needs more time, and it's something that you must do every day, and in reality is we can say the basis of everything all of what we do. Presence, I don't the meaning of presence is mainly present to yourself. Presence is a work in which in some way you go out of your chattering mind and you go in an higher dimension through changing your consciousness states. Okay, and all that I have told now can be applied in therapy and in many places. But I have students from all over the world. We are conducting now courses with students coming from all over the world. And we will have on 25 of this month, a new international course beginning. I will let now both Nina and Gilberto tell some moments, some of their experience, and after we will see some videos, we will see some materials that will bring us more in depth in contact with these techniques. Okay, Nina, if you want to speak a moment, you can tell your experience and what you want. Or you are basically you are free to tell what you what you want, what you experienced, what means fascination, magnetism for you, and so on.
Thank you. I had no experience with magnetism or hypnosis before I started this course. I just had somebody explain to me once many years ago, and then started my interest in it. And it was because of the pandemic, it was impossible to attend the physical courses because there was a lockdown everywhere, also here in Norway. So I attend the online course, and it's I came keeping on back every week and practicing every week in between, and I experienced amazing results, both on myself and on my family members that I tried this on, because there was small chances of doing this exercise on clients. So I did it on my closest family, and it's they keep coming back and back and back, and I said, I want more, I want more. This is just fantastic. And it really works. It's I never experienced such thing, and I've taken the first course twice, and I'm gonna attend it for the third time, because when you are doing online courses, it's something like you need to follow up, and this is a splendid experience to do that. And I think I'm very, very fortunate to can be able to take this course over and over again. So I'm happy. I also started what you call the more experienced course, and I love that too. And it's I'm going to learn as much as I can, as long as I can. I just love it.
Okay,
Yeah,
very
thank you.
good. Thanks to you. And now I want Gilberto, if you want to tell something, I let you speak a moment so you can tell something, and after we will begin to look at something, some videos, some elements. Okay.
Yes, I think that is a beautiful experience, the path of magnetism, and because the mesmerism is an hypnosis, no verbal hypnosis, and work more deeper, and this the work can be do through the Zoom or online. If I have more experience very beautiful of travel, of work of magnetism online. And the course in English and Spanish are very beautiful and deepen more in the theory and the practical. Very, very interesting and beautiful.
Okay. Okay. Thanks to you. We had the students a little all over the world. This is our classroom that we did in the past. Advanced magnetism, Brazil, France, Australia. What are these techniques that we teach? What are these techniques that can change you? As you see, everybody is happy. Everybody is everybody is getting results. We can say that when we do magnetism, I open now, I speak at the same time, I just show something about the magnetic part. This was done in France recently, our last masterclass. As there was already a lockdown, we rented a villa to do it, and people, as you see, were really astonished of the results they could get. When we do magnetism, we work with the force of the gaze. We work for example, this. Okay, this is already finished. I will show now something more specific about it, and we will comment. We will just see some elements of non-verbal hypnosis. Okay, just a moment. What are the elements, some elements that are very important for non-verbal hypnosis? For example, the gaze. When we look at a person, and here we see, for example, this girl. This girl, now you see her normal expression, and I will work in some moment with her, with the gaze. Let's do, okay, I was too fast. I go a little, notice a little. I begin immediately and I look at her. What happens is some small change in her face. Face progressively, the mouth opens up, the face changes, and there are changes happening in her. When we do like this, already just in this moment, you see, I went away with my gaze, but she stayed like this. She stayed as fascinated. The word that we use is fascination. With fascination, we can progressively bring a person near and profoundly in a state where she can have, for example, here was a demonstration of analgesia. We had some walks here she feels, but excuse me, this was the demonstration. But before, we did when she was like this on this hand. Okay, we had some walks going on, and she didn't feel anything. That's a moment to find the right moment. No, not this one. Okay, this one. Ah, here's the moment. She was fascinated, and we did analgesia. As you see, the walks after, when for error I showed you after, the moment after. In fascination, the person is as her mind or his mind is in another world. And we have something that we can call natural analgesia. After I waked her up, and I tried with her other hand, and on the other hand, she had pain, just to show her that she had analgesia. We can, after this for this moment, I stop here. This moment, another very powerful technique. I spoke of magnetism. This is magnetism. Magnetic passes done on a woman. That to this magnetism passes, a person enter in a certain state. In this case, and they can even enter in some sort of ecstasy. People feels the movement and the hands, even if they are not directly touched. Okay. And this is another element interesting After we work with also other techniques that are very important, I would ask in a moment we will see also if we have some question, because today is in some way is a day that we will do we will answer some question about what we do. I do just a small presentation myself. We have our school has a program. If you want to become an hypnotherapist, we form the person to become, we train the person to become a hypnotherapist. What a person should know before hypnotizing: we must create a rapport, a contact with the person in front of us. Hypnosis is a state of contact of mind-body balance. And what are the phases that are necessary to get that are very necessary to do hypnosis, and that you don't find in other in the books? Fascination you find in our school is something that in some way you don't find in the books. In the books, they don't tell about the power of the gaze, but just using a little more gaze will increase your result of 50%. Activation, another stuff of which is very few spoken in the books, is the activation of the parasympathetic branch of the nervous system. It is very important for immunitary defenses, very important in this period. Types of trances. How many types of trance we have? We see at least 7 different types of trance. Fascination, one type. Somnambulism, one other type. Lethargy, when a person is relaxed. Ecstasy, a very high level. Lucidity, lucid somnambulism. There are moments in which people feels in some way what we feel. Catalepsy when a person is rigid. Crisis is freedom. With crisis are techniques that free the people from their problems, from what they have. Sometimes people say, I cannot enter in hypnosis. But in which kind of trance you cannot enter? And we can help them to enter them. And it is very important, what we teach also in our school, is the similitude between normal our hypnosis and animal hypnosis. Sometimes people think, many people know just the verbal hypnosis, but in reality the true hypnosis, the deepest hypnosis, is the non-verbal one, that is very similar to the hypnosis, to the animal hypnosis. When we do animal hypnosis, the animal enter in a sort of trance, and in this sort of trance, an animal practically doesn't move, stay like this, doesn't practically an animal enter in a sort of catalepsy, but not only. We can have even other reaction. The animal can become hypersensitive and so on. And we can say that animal hypnosis is there a big link, a big link between animal hypnosis and hypnosis. And finally, what we speak about are the superior states of consciousness, because many people doesn't speak about the superior states of consciousness, but in reality we can get to higher state of consciousness with non-verbal hypnosis. I will now see. Some people has written which people has written in the question that we have now on YouTube. I will, Prince Alum, hello. Trance, I think you are a student of mine, that you already followed my courses. Okay, hello. André Kovalik, bonjour. André Kovalik, I know that will be a future student of our courses. You are welcome. Alexandra Tartinator, hi everyone, hi to you. And if you want, you can put some question here. Sam, hello everyone from the Middle East. Okay, hello, and we have Ravi from India. We have a lot of students from India. A lot of students that ask me, Sean K. Marco, what is the secret to personal magnetism? I will say that the secret is presence. The main elements presence is attention to yourself, changing state of consciousness, and you can begin even in this moment that you listen me to do a little of presence. You can feel your body where it is. You can feel the sensation when you breathe in and you breathe out. You can feel the other sensation you have in your body. This is the main element. When we personal magnetism in some way makes you more vertical, and as you are more vertical, you will attract people around you. Personal magnetism is also effect of the power of the gaze, and working with the gaze, working in front of a mirror, and stay in front of the mirror for a certain time will increase your mind, will give your mind more strength. And but I will give you some elements more in some moment. For the moment, for the now, I will just give you these introductory elements. This Kovalik. Kovalik is a little too technical, your question, I should say, but I will try to answer to you in any case. When you gaze, you imagine to launch energy in the subject third eye or one of the eyes. In reality, when you work with a subject, the main element is to be present. After, there are some technicalities that can change following the situation in which you are, and that you will learn very soon participating in the course. Sean Marie, hello master, hello. Charles Peterson, hola, Charles. Sean Marie, I don't know this person that you mentioned, Amgis, but in any case, when we opened our school, there was nobody doing this kind of stuff. Nobody doing mesmerism, nobody doing fascination, nobody doing personal magnetism. Now, there is a lot of people doing personal magnetism. Many of them are students of us. Some of them are students of our students. Some other, we don't know if they have a real tradition. We know for sure we have a real tradition. And we know for sure that these people wouldn't be here if we hadn't begin this new wave of diffusing magnetism and fascination. This we can tell for sure, because we were the first. And why we were the first? Because I had 2 or 3 important meetings. One, for example, with Virgilio, with Gigi, with Di Pisa, fascinator that the fascinator that were in Italy, and meeting them, I learned the technique of magnetism. Virgilio, I met, was the first that I met, was just we can tell that was a chance that I met Virgilio, because a friend of mine that couldn't go to him asked me to go to him. And Virgilio had a very strong gaze and could put a person in a few seconds in a state where eyes were open and the person, the mind was blocked. And in reality, looking at the books of magnetism, of hypnotism, no books spoke about this state, also with the eyes open. So I began a search. After I met remarkable people as Erminio di Pisa. Erminio di Pisa healed in a few seconds people from pains just with the gaze. I knew Gigi that was able to fascinate with the gaze. I knew many people. And so I entered in this world. And after I opened a school, and after I opened a school, I had the people, we had the people, clients, people coping. We had even people coping in Asia that copied, I know for sure. And students, we have many students, because our training is very strong. When I did the training in Brazil, I remember, after I finished my training, we had already 3 people that went around teaching fascination and magnetism. It meant my training was very good and empowered them a lot. And actually, every magnetism you find in Brazil is for me. Every magnetism you find in the world practically is for me. I continue. Alessandro Tartineto, I will be your student too as soon as I can. You are welcome. Sami Salm, do you can hypnotize everyone? I could say yes, obviously not with the same speed with everybody. We can say that even animals can enter hypnosis, so everybody can be hypnotized. But it's not a matter of define another person. I don't want to be hypnotized. But if you want to, we can have you enter in this beautiful state. Because when you are in this state, are really very well. Sean Mahi, Master, I want self-control in life, self-discipline. Sean Mahi, I answer to you. You are asking something very important. You are asking for self-control because people think I must master people around me. But how can you master people around you if you are not able to master the one with whom you are more in contact? It means you. And as you start in front of the mirror, doing the first exercises, and you see you in the mirror, and your eyes blink, and you don't want to, you see that you are not able to really have control on you. And progressively, you go on this path. And this path after will change you forever, will give you a better life, will have you staying better. So what you are asking, Shawnee, Marie, is really what is really most important. Samsami or the sensitive subject only. Samsami, if you have a sensitive subject, we can do lucidity. We can do like telepathy. We can do something very strong. But in reality, also there is another element that is very important to what we do. We can increase sensitivity. Nobody tells you that you can increase sensitivity, but sensitivity can be increased. Sean Mai, I already answered you. Master, what do you think about runes, Charles Peterson, sacred symbols? They are valid, but in reality, we can think that every symbol is like a lens. A lens will put the force of the sun and can burn an object, but there is the force of the sun behind. So the symbol has the force of you behind. And the symbol can be like a lens that will conduct this light, this force, inside the direction. I will be your student too, but how can we meet? Now we are doing online courses. We will begin on the 25 an international course, and I will do also more live moments like this. And if you have the possibility to follow our online course, this is a possibility. We try to teach everything that we can in these online courses. I will have in some moment both Nina and Gilberto speak a moment, but we try to give you, to empower you in these online courses. For people coming, for example, from India, that there is difficulty. Now it's practically impossible because you need a visa, you need the travel, you need a lot of difficulties to come here. And after actually it's not possible to do a live course, you can follow. And I try to answer to every question to empower people. Dodi Magis learned from me, Sami. This is the answer. Finally, and we have, I have even some question that he sent to me to Facebook. Alessandro Tartineto, for helping family person, Sean Mahi, Master, can I take therapist you from online therapist? I don't understand, Sean Mahi, what you say. Can you write again, Shomahi, what is the meaning? Shanky, Marco, I just want to say thank you for doing this. Thanks, Sean. If you want to write something, you can write. And Sean, if you, I don't know what you want to mean with a therapist. Can I take therapist you from online? You can write, and I will answer to you. Okay, I give now some moment to Nina and Gilberto, and after we will see some videos and some other important elements. I will give you some hints about magnetism. That is an argument for today. Nina.
Yes.
Hello. I give you a moment the video so you can tell something.
Yes, about the magnetism. I started to magnetize myself in the mirror, and it was absolutely fantastic, the results that I get, and how it worked on others. Well, what a release, and I get the release so quickly by doing magnetism. It's just they feel so free afterwards, and it's just like 10 kilos is lifted from their shoulders, and that's such a exciting thing when I work on that with myself as well. When I'm having a pain or having a bad day or whatever, I stay in front of the mirror and I do magnetize myself, and I feel so much better afterwards, really.
Okay, very good. And I see here. Okay, I see here that are other question. Did you practice? Can you tell a little? Charles Peterson asks, what is the main key for fascination? Can you tell your experience about fascination? Nina, are you there?
I'm sorry. My experience with fascination.
Yes, yes. Because you did something with the crisis. I saw you did some very good stuff.
Yes, I did. I did some crisis, and it was actually I didn't think I would. It was possible to do it so quickly, but I did it, and it did it on my cousin, which is very much taller than me, and two of my cousins. One is over 2 meters, and it's just they were dizzy, and I just put them on the floor, and I kept on working with them, and it was fantastic. It was I was surprised, really, and I felt such gratefulness afterwards because it worked so well, and they were so satisfied, and they got so much relief from all of their pain and things that had been carried on for so many years that they got rid of during the crisis. And it was quite fascinating just when it happened so quickly, and I could just put them on the floor and we started with the crisis.
Okay, I asked you to speak a little because in some way some people see what we do, and sometimes they think it's very difficult. It's very difficult if you don't know how to do, and if you don't have the presence in all the senses to do it, because you must enter inside. It's really a it's really a but it's not difficult, it's very natural. And the question, what is the key of doing, excuse me, I put myself a little bigger. What is the key of doing fascination? Well, the key to do fascination is very natural. We see each other always in the eyes. This is very natural. And in some way, I will see if I have something on the slide, just a moment. So I take some very fast video. Okay, so I can speak a little more about fascination. I prefer normally to show. Okay, I have some videos, not here.
I think being present and having focus on what you're doing there and then is very, very important for having.
Yes, I wanted to show something about fascination. Okay, first, very important to understand. Here, this is the basic exercise. Some people ask it about personal magnetism. This is the basic exercise you must do. Or at least I will give you 3 exercises. 2 or 3 exercises. One exercise is walking on the mirror. And you look at yourself. You stay in front. You will change progressively. And this is the first exercise we can do. Other exercise we can do is breathing. Each day, some good breathing is good for. And the third element that you must do is being very present. Very present means feel yourself. Know that you are there, that you feel your body, that you feel work on yourself. I will now show something I will change a little argument. I will show now something very interesting about the power of fascination. Here, this video is like hypnosis and yoga. This girl could bend and you see not a lot. But after, I could have a bend until here. I will show a little more. This was her maximum. I advance. I use the power of the gaze. She gets fascinated. She enters in a state. And after I help her to bend, she does exactly the same position. This was her maximum before, but after she can go back, and after she has to do this position. And you see that we got almost immediately a very big difference from what she could do before. And I could say that not she only, you said she's not an athlete, maybe an athlete could have different results. We work even between our students. We have, in general, we have a very high level student. One of our students, Juan Pan, was 2 times mondial champion in Kung Fu. And he got results in doing fascination. This is the same girl. Sometimes people ask, everybody can be hypnotized, but if we do some preparation before, we can help a person going progressively even into higher states. The person can enter in ecstasy. Before, Kovalik told that he had a spontaneous Kundalini reaction. This and sometimes people can enter in such a state, very strong state, and after in states, very strong states of ecstasy. Hypnosis can be a system that can really, non-verbal hypnosis, here I didn't speak at all, can really be something that changes you completely. These videos you find on our channel if you want. There. How was it? Very beautiful. I entered a ball of light, the big ball of light. This was another experience we speak about. I will read now other comments. Gilberto, do you want to tell something?
Yes, Master. I think the best gift of magnetism is the work on my mind, on the personal magnetism, the exercise of presence, and the exercise of the mirror to develop the eyes, the power of the eyes, to develop the internal magnetism. To do magnetism is a path, wonderful path that one can connect with your spirituality, your internal self, and with this connection, you can reach the power of the magnetism, the developer of the man. Very, very good.
Okay, thanks. And do you want to tell some exercise that you like it a lot from what we did?
Yes, there are many exercises. One exercise that can practical is the stop of the Gurdjieff. Is one exercise that one can do the presence in one moment of the day. One can stop all the activity and look of the body, the moment, the kinesthetic sensation, and the presence of the moment.
Okay.
And other exercise is the respiration, the breathing, very, very, very deep exercise, more powerful.
Okay, I will answer now to some question affirmation, or a question coming from the group, the Magnetism Fascination Club, Sarah Bashau. I want to know if there is a telepathic hypnosis. Is possible to create some sort of reaction in a person, even at a distance, even with Zoom? We have some sort of reaction even through Zoom. And this is very strange because we don't have air between us and the other person. Sometimes we can see some sort of psychic energy that we create. In reality, I prefer not to give any definition. We can say that we can have some sort of energetic hypnosis, maybe as some physiological reasons, but and it's possible to bring people in the deep state even without speaking, obviously. After I have on the page, I have some people that let some message, having Young that wrote, and I had also another question. I just get to take the page. Hypnosis Mesmerism. Please subscribe to our page, obviously. And I have Michael Bills. Marco, this is my first on Facebook. I learn so much from you every time. Hello, Michael Bills. Michael Bills is a student, I know. I Gold Ball. Hello, everybody. And I will continue to see on our group, on our YouTube, because other questions have added on. Therapies, show me, therapies, therapy for self-esteem, presence. If you follow our course, you will learn self-discipline. Don't think it as a therapy, but as a path for developing yourself. I'm okay, thanks. I hope I can still see you once in real life. I too. Kovalik, I had a Kundalini manifestation. Shumahi, Master, I need personal transformation. Can I do this online? Yes, people that follow the courses online can see that you can be transformed online. I am love you all. Tell us. Thanks. Kovalik. For this manifestation, if I am up the other field 8 and extreme nice state, my hands work like prolongation. Yes, I think, Andre, you are a very sensible person, sensitive. You can get very good results practicing this technique. Sean K. Marco, can you explain the breath work for personal magnet? Yes, I will give you some hints. A good breath work you can do is there are two big. A good breath work is the following one. You will feel this upper part of the lung. You inhale, inhale. You open your completely your side. You inhale the maximum you can, and after. And after, you let yourself balance you a little. And you see, my voice changed. This exercise you can do by yourself before speaking to people. This exercise showed you can do sitting, but there are other exercises you can do even standing. Sometimes hypnosis is the most powerful human healing. The most powerful human healing is the human healing, and hypnosis activates it. Samsami, because we work directly with the subconscious of mind, right? Some Instagram actually I don't use, so we will develop progressively. Master, why everyone love you? I like it that many people love me. Thanks to you. What do you get when you awake? Yes, you are speaking about Kundalini. Kundalini is an energetic movement and is not the same of presence, but it's already something very good. And there are different levels of developing it. But I think speaking of it now, we'll go a little outside what is the main argument of today that was speaking about magnetism, fascination, presence, and keys for personal magnetism. In any case, when you awake your energy, awake yourself, Kundalini in itself is a process when you rewire yourself. Each time there is some energetic movement. After is very similar to what we have when we have a crisis. Crisis is a technique that we do in our online courses where people transform themselves, and Kundalini awakening in reality rewires the person. There are some researches on it, and after it, people is in some way changes has a different connection with between earth and sky. It should be noted that you must always come back to presence. Presence is the other fundamental element. Otherwise, you stay too much into a nice state. You must connect sky and earth. At this point, you have the real power. And Santa, thank you for answering your question. Thanks, Mahi. I think we have told a lot of stuff. We have spoken. We have still 5 minutes about. I will ask now Nina or Gilberto if you want to tell something else. Today, really, we had a lot of people asking us. Do you want to tell something else, Nina?
I would like to say that this is also developing of a self-developing program. You know, I learn a lot more about myself and my own reactions. I learn how to get in more harmony with myself and being in focus. I'm much more focused now than I've been before. And working with presence is also a fantastic exercise, and that I keep on doing. Now it's a part of me, really. Now I don't have to practice it so much. It's really a part of me, and it makes my work so much easier, both on myself and my clients.
Okay, okay. Gilberto, do you want to tell something?
Yeah, yes, working with.
I put a moment some video while you speak,
Yeah.
so we can create some movement. Tell.
Working with the presence you can connect with the energy of the cosmos. This energy, this magnetism that told Mesmer that link all the planet, and with these energies you can heal the body, his body and the body of the patient, no, the person that you can heal, because in the present you can create the emptiness of the mind. With the emptiness of the mind, you can act without ego. You can contact fully with this energy of magnetism. It's very marvelous work.
Okay, perfect. Thanks. And I look a moment again on if there are some question more that some people put. I look at again at the page. Okay, is somebody else? We have a lot of 2 or 3 people more. Thank you, Vineta Gritzva. Thank you very much for your work and sharing your own knowledge. Thank you. Looking forward to training course. If you participate, you are welcome. Bill Hugh, after taking your class, how proficient will I be in the real world? I could tell you that you can. We try to put to give you the most of abilities. Today, I saw a student that followed now our Diamond Plus course in France that was doing some exercise that I believe is about difficulties about I could say 5 points, and he got results and was very happy and had good results. So practically you can get good results. Our students get good result. Nina, can you tell the students that were with you? You got some results, and you got crisis and results already from the 5th lesson, I think. And if you want to tell you, okay.
Yeah, on the 5th lesson I started to practice every day. I practiced in between lessons, and this person she starts to look at the light, and then
No, he asking how fast did you become proficient?
oh yeah, it was very fast. It was just after, like you said, after the 5th, I started to practice a few times, and I didn't feel the fear, felt a little bit, but I didn't really get it until the 4th, 5th week. then from then on, it was then I was focused. Yeah.
Yes, yes. We did also a personal lesson, I remember, with you, because we wanted everybody to succeed, and you got some result even more.
Yes.
Okay, I look again on the YouTube pages. Just a moment. YouTube. I hope I have not closed it. Maybe I closed for just a moment. So we will see if last comment there, and after we will close a moment the session. I will see if there are some question more. You can I invite you. I tell you that we have this course. This course is on 25. This is an occasion. This will be an international course. We have already some different participants. It will be international. We will have French and English participants, and everything will be translated in, if it's not in this moment in your own language, will be translated. We will have a workshop, moments where the students will have the possibility to work. Online, people can become very proficient. I personally didn't even know, but actually we know, because we know we student. Okay. Ulla Snim, hola. Ravi, hello from India. Attila Hypnotherapy, okay. You are master in telepathy, yes, it's good to learn. Namanha, Grand Rising Marco, thanks. Miro, Attila Hypnotherapy, yes, good speaking about the mirror. Kovalik, when mind energy comes up when mind is silent, correct. Attila, is it the effect can be on you, and I think we have seen. I think we can close now this this live. I think it was a good live. Okay, and thanks to everybody. I hope to see. I saw many of the YouTube watcher, and Nina was a YouTube watcher, and now is a practitioner. So I hope to see some of you in the future. And thanks to everybody, and see us on the next live or on the next lesson. Bye bye to everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.